family, good morning to you. Nazim B and family, good morning. Blessings to you. And let me just send some love to Icon Engineering. Andy Ali, you're the best, bro. Bless love, morning to you. I'm going to pick up a little bit from where I left off last week. And that is I was talking about certain things on high blood pressure. And folks, let me tell you something. I'm kind of perturbed. I don't know what to say. But you see, when people make comment about alternative medicine and want to knock people like myself, naturopathic, Ayurvedic medicine, chiropractic, and the list goes on, and then you put all your trust in allopathic reductionistic medicine, I have a problem with that. I don't have a problem in all of us looking at what we are doing through the eyes of our own philosophy. I have a problem when you knock us and thinking you are the best and thinking that you have the decoder ring for everything. I have a serious problem with that. So when I'm on a radio station where I can expatiate my mental faculties, a radio station that the only thing that they will not allow me to do is to cuss obscene language on the air, which I won't do, and I'm able to liberally pontificate the views that I have based on research, boots on the ground research, and you want to refute that as if you are not the alternative, I have a problem with that. You quick to call us alternative. But natural medicine, in terms of raw materials and food, was there from day one. Anything that is alternative is you guys. So stop it. Anything that is alternative is you guys. Because what you practice in allopathic reductionistic medicine come into play 112 to 113 years ago. And you guys legislate yourself because of the money that you have. So when you want to knock us, look at yourself. It's like saying you are the stuff. You are the only stuff because you have the decoder ring for everything and all the rest is an alternative. And I said this before, that you just saying like, we are the German Shepherd and every dog after that is an alternative dog. Y'all need to shut up with that story. Because here's the scene. When, from the incept of civilization, what was counting was bush medicine. And nobody could dispute that. So this week and last week, I talk about high blood pressure. And the reason I did is because in my book, in my notes, my footnotes, 7 people came to me. All 7 people. This is not the first time, but it just happened in concession. That's why I want to talk about it. Consecutive times. All 7 people brought 4 different blood pressure medication. And I'm saying to myself, what kind of madness is this? How can you put somebody on 4 different blood pressure medication? What are you thinking of? When I researched those medications, you have almost 42 different side effects. Look, what are we doing? What are we really doing? Listen, there are advertising on the TV. Folks, listen to RJ. I am no doctor. I don't claim to be one. I am none. And I applaud the rest who do the best they can, the best they know how. And I have a great deal of respect for nurses and doctors because they do their stuff. But there's also a frame of reference that they would stick to. I want you to listen carefully to what RJ has to say. They are advertising certain drugs, right? They would look at you straight to your eyes through the lens of a television, or you may hear it in your ears on a radio. And they will tell you, this drug will give you heart palpitation. This drug can give you blood clot. This drug may give you seizure. This drug may cause all these other stuff, including death. And after you hear all that, they smoosh it up a little bit and you still going and take that. Are you nuts? Are you guys really thinking on your own? Because let me tell you something. The Machiavellian, monopolistic, pharmaceutical way in which they chose to do things, you got to pay attention. And I'm not telling you that I'm against drugs because that's not my point. I am against the insane use of drugs and the uselessness of drugs because they give you a drug that creates a problem and then they give you another drug to help the problem that they create. Y'all open your eyes. Open your eyes. They're quick to talk. And the reason I'm jumping on this is because some dude called me with some idiotic statement, and then I had to slice him to pieces, so he reversed. Right? I had to slice him to pieces. When you are taking drugs, if you are taking insulin, fine. Type 1 diabetic need that. Penicillin, fine. Lidocaine, fine. There are a lot of drugs out there that serve its purpose. But the insane use of drugs because you want to make money, people, open your eyes. Why would you entrust your health to someone who profits off your sickness? Why? I want you all to just ruminate on that for a bit. Ruminate on that for a bit, because what I bring, my perspective, my presupposition, what I bring is based on a lot of boots on the ground research, sleepless nights of reading, documentation of notes, and the cross-referencing of those very said research by the people who done it. If I order certain particular materials, i.e. raw materials and minerals, I ask the company to send me an email with what they put in it. If I am not satisfied, I call. Sometimes I get a little stiffness from them, but it's okay. I rather do that. I rather do that because that brings peace and comfort to me, knowing that I am on purpose with what I'm doing, and whatever information I disseminate to my folks is the information that is going to help them going forward. Let me tell you something, folks. You know what? I'm telling you this because it really bothered me this week. Last week and this week, when those 7 people came to me with 4 different medications for high blood pressure, I just don't understand it, and I need you all to think about that. I really need you all to think about that. It really, really bothered me. And then you will have government agencies, government-appointed agencies to talk bad about people like me, naturopathic, Ayurvedic medicine, Chinese medicine, and the list goes on and on. Yet you bow under allopathic reductionistic medicine every single day, and you're rapping right underneath their eyes because you're not getting any better. And the only hope that you have, whether you like it or not, because RJ talks plain, the only hope you have is a different MG, or MCG in their medication, or a stronger or different one. That's the only hope you have. So which means when they go back, if the medication ain't working, they change it and they give you a different one or a stronger dose. In case you didn't decode what I just said. But they appoint agencies to talk nonsense about maybe selenium is this, maybe you got to watch B something is that. And when you check out the research, it comes directly from some appointed agency that they pay to do that, to read from a slide deck. And a lot of times, listen to me, man, a lot of times, some of the guys that you see up there in the pharmaceutical, not only in the pharmaceutical industry, but in the medicine, in allopathic reductionistic medicine industry and elements, once you see them high up there, it's not because they really deserve to be up there. They're there because they're pliable to corruption. That's why they're there. And you could see that reverberation right into our island today. Folks, open your eyes. You see all those nonsensical medication that you are on, that could be eliminated by you tweaking your diet, stop eating certain foods, and your body will go into homeostasis. I can help you do that. RJ can help you do that with no problems at all. Call RJ. I operate under the healthiest corner on earth. That's my umbrella. That's what I operate under, the healthiest corner on earth. Do you understand me? My phone numbers are 736-3962. And here's the deal. The human body needs 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 or 3 fatty acids to bring your body into homeostasis and keep it in vitro the way God and nature intended it to be. The human body is designed to heal itself. It is designed that way. That's why when we get a cut, it heals. It's designed that way. Give it a fighting chance by giving it the raw materials, and it will do that. I am not talking again by consensus. I'm talking academics and data. I don't deal with dogma. Dogmatic thinking is what gets us in trouble. Habituation is what gets us in trouble. And I know sometimes it's very difficult to break a habit. When you're asking somebody to change a habit, you're asking them to do the hardest thing they've ever done in their life. So I understand that, but I'm here to coach you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to direct you in the corner. You get yourself in trouble because you're now suffering from a chronic disease. I will show you how you can walk your way out of trouble. That is what I'm here for. I am on purpose with what I'm doing. This is something not just for me making money. This is something spiritual because it's not about that period. Y'all don't hear me pushing no products on this program, and I'm not telling you anything wrong with pushing products. That's not my point. Don't get me wrong. Nothing is wrong with pushing products. I am just telling you what I'm about. I am the one who's supposed to talk about me. I am the one who's supposed to pontificate about me. My phone number is 736-3962. 736-3962. 278-5102. 278-5102. Call for a free consultation. Come in and see me. I don't charge consultation fee. You got an hour to sit down and pontificate with me, and we will decode all the problems you're going through. Then I will cross-reference all the symptoms, and then you look at me and tell me what I'm saying if it's not true. Do you come to see me, and I will do the best I can, the best I know how to help you through everything that you're going through. I can help you. You're tired going to the doctor, feeling sick. They run blood tests. They do all kind of stuff, and they come back and say, well, everything is okay. Nothing is wrong with your blood, but yet you're feeling sick. Come to AJ. I'll talk to you about that. We can walk out of this. It's no quick fix by me because I don't do things to hammer your symptoms into submission. I deal with cause. This is your boy, RJ. Peace out. I'm over. Robbie the Rebel, take care, my brother.
All right, my friend. Everybody. Thank you very much for your advice. I appreciate it. Okay, people, so we're going to turn to get the bills out the way, but before we do that, we have some information we have to share with you. Super quality month-end super savings. That's Trin City, Shogunas, or Couva. Or you can shop online at www.superqualitytt.com. You can either shop in the store, that means to say go to Couva, Shogunas, or Trin City, drive up in the spacious car park, very secure, and walking into the air-conditioned supermarket with broad aisles, no bouncing up on nobody, and shop away. There are some specials that they have made available, which you can cash in on. Those of you who still love the Nestle sweetened condensed milk, it's $11.49. If you're like me and you love snacks, Sunshine Snack 210 grams, Ole, cheese puffs, Zumas, and cheesies, $12.99 for the 210 gram pack. Maggi soup, as they say, soup it up. The soup mix, 2 ounces, 4 for $20. Minute Maid pulpy orange 1 liter, 3 for $17.99. And obviously, if you're looking for oil, you have a choice of Uncle D's soybean oil, $59.99, or Richport vegetable oil, 3 liters, $64.99. As the month counts down, Mitlin Hardware's new location is 97 Eastern Main Road in Arouca. 646-2144 is their main contact number. They are reopening Mitlin Hardware and Plumbing Limited to this location from July the 1st. And to the first 100 customers, you will receive a token of appreciation from Mitlin. So go on down to Mitlin Hardware, the grand opening at their new location, Friday, 1st July. And that's 97 Eastern Main Road in Arouca. 327-7761, 326-6003, 304-7923, or if you are on the email, get them at mitlinhardware@hotmail.com. And finally, DG Homes, Bacano Park, Phase 3 and 4. They have got spots remaining 1,400 square feet of living area. If you want to live in a gated community, they have also developed a property as a gated community. It's called Ella Vista Gardens. 1.475 million, 1,600 square feet of living area. This is a modern home with exquisite finishes, tranquil, peaceful, and it's located in Sandy Grande and developed by DG Homes. 691-5659. We get these commercials all the way. When we come back, Ruby and I continue our discussion. We're going to take a little, should I call it, detour. We're going to talk a little sport for a few minutes, and then we'll come back to the politics.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
At Queens Beach Celebia Resort, Spa and Conference Center, we have mastered the luxury of getting away from it all. Guests can enjoy our ultra-premium spa or our canopy lounge, nestled in the Orchid Garden, surrounded by lush tropical sights and sounds of the ocean. Queens Beach Celebia Resort, Spa and Conference Center, your eco-friendly resort oasis, located on the northeastern coast of Trinidad. For reservations, please call 226-1456, front desk or mobile 460-4575 and 370-0501.
More FM, 18 years of great music, 18 years of great announcers, 18 years of great DJs. On Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, More FM celebrates 18. On Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, More FM celebrates 18 years, East, West, North, South, and the Sister Eye. Tobago, come celebrate with the More FM 18th anniversary at Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. It's a black and white anniversary. Ladies in black, men in white at the Center of Excellence on July 23rd, 2022. Advance tickets, the price at $150 and doors open at 10 p.m. sharp.
Is all that you can.
More FM celebrates 18. For more info, call 303-5920-789-2881 or 466-0001. More FM celebrate 18.
Let's have a good time.
Salah Promotions presents Mix Up Colors. Mix Up Colors. Sunday, 3rd July at River Ranch Blanchisse's Road, Arima. Get your tickets, only $100. No coolers allowed. Your DJs, Hitman Howie T and TC, DJ Romero and All-Star Hayden. Beats by Robin and Kevin Baker. Shotmaster J and JJ. DJ Randy and MC King. Ticket outlets, Liquorwell Davide, Crystal's Bar Arima, Brown Box Restaurant Arima, and Crazy Eaters Mausica. Get ready for Mix Up Colors. Express yourself in color.
Heaven on earth and I'm inside.
This ad is sponsored by 104.7 More FM.
Which program do you enjoy on M104.7? Let us know. It's time to vote for Program of the Year. Send your votes now to 789-2881. That is 789-2881. Vote for your favorite Program of the Year on More FM.
We are back. Just coming up to 22 minutes before the golden hour of 11. Remember, we changed gears at 12 o'clock today. It's like retro music on the station today from 12. Today is Wednesday. It's one of our days that we really dig deep in the crates, as they say, and bring you some of that evergreen music. That's the same kind of music you're going to be getting to those of you who have gotten your tickets, and make sure you get them because it's not stinking dirty as I tell you, so it's not going to have people crawling over each other. You're going to come for an enjoyable and entertaining day at the Center of Excellence. That's where we will be on the 23rd. If you're looking for tickets, you can get them from Sheltec in Frederick Street, Capital Plaza. You can get them right here at the studio. Very convenient. Trinity Lighting in St. James, to those of you in the West. The San Juan team up there in Sawa. Farouk's Barbershop out there in Mova. Caps and Bobby's Bar in Curep. Whichever side of the Curep Main Road you're coming from, you get them on one end or the other. La Luna in Aruca. Sylvester's Bar in Arima. Majestic's Gardens in Sandy Grande, which is where we kicked off our series, if you want to call it that, of parties. Sensational Sammy Seafood Plus in Arima, opposite the Panyard. Sindaz in Gulf City Mall and Kirby's in St. Mary's. That's for M104.7's Back in Time's Party with a Difference. We've gotten quite a number of songs that you have sent in already. Thanks to those of you who have submitted the songs. Hey, it's a real nice lineup. Plenty of great music they're asking for. The DJs will be there to entertain you. It's going to be iconic. And, of course, you're going to enjoy yourself. Best dress, that's correct. And door prizes.
I can't win that.
You might just win it, you never could tell.
I mean, if it's fair now. If it would be fair.
Well, you just had to come not as Ruby.
I'm coming out, you know. I'm coming out.
I saying you just had to change your name.
Oh.
All right, so America's new sprint queen, a young lady by the name of Melissa Jefferson, who just won. I think she's a fairly young woman. She won the 100 meters in the 2022 USATF Outdoor Championship on Friday in Oregon. She has to come up against people like Elaine Thompson-Hira and the reigning world champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price from Jamaica. This is going to happen on the same track sometime soon, and she's going to be coming against them, so we see what kind of mettle, because you know the Jamaicans have ruled that part of the sporting arena for a number of years, like Trinidad had its own little spell with the Penn State relays. And of course, most memorable, the 400 meters when Wendell Motley and the team participated in Tokyo. Well, we have some young people also now participating at 400 meters. We lost one of them the other day. And again, extended sympathy to the family. I see the ex-FIFA official, Valky. The Swiss Appeal Court found the FIFA Secretary General. Now, this is an interesting part. Jerome Valky, guilty of forging documents and accepting bribes in a case involving World Cup media rights. That was one of the issues that faced our own Jack Warner in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know how this will shell out against him. And the reason why I say that is because of the period of time. This 61-year-old was the Secretary General of the World Soccer Body from 2007 to 2015. He was sentenced to 11 months in jail and fined 20,000 Swiss francs, so not no kind of money. Both penalties were suspended. They talked about him taking also a bribe, and that was a property in Sardinia owned by Nasser Al-Khelaifi, chairman of the French soccer club Paris Saint-Germain, and of the Qatar-based media group BIN Sport. Valky was also accused of accepting payments worth 1.25 million euros from a third defendant, a Greek businessman, also convicted of bribery by the appeals court, linked to the awarding of media rights to FIFA World and Confederation Cups. Valky, who has been banned from all football-related activity until 2032 by FIFA's Ethics Committee, told the appeal court his professional and financial situation has deteriorated since 2015 as he had no income. My health is all I have left, he said. Valky said he had asked Al-Karafi to help him as a friend back in 2013 because he was facing difficulties financing the purchase of the villa and a new boat. Here when I'm thinking. Valky said his request was not related to negotiations going on at the same time for the World Cup media rights, and in the contract signed between BIN Sports and FIFA, also a party in the case, was financially very attractive for the World Soccer Body. We don't know what will happen in our own Jack Warner's case in Trinidad and Tobago with this, but bear in mind, we also have issues in this country to deal with. One such issue is Foster Cummins. That has gone silent. It seems nobody is interested other than Jayanti Lakshmi Diyal to take this and rip it apart. I mean, it seems to be very common sense. I asked somebody from the HGC the other day about this property, and the person was telling me it could have been owned by somebody else. And all the person had to do was to, once they had it and they had applied to the HDC for it, then the person has the right to sell it. I don't know the details, people, but this whole Foster Cummins thing is not smelling right. And of concern is that he is now down in Guyana. And I want to put in the public domain that bear in mind that the man who was in charge of NGC is now the ambassador to Guyana. And that is Conrad Enel. Is it because of his relationship with the members of the PNM? Or what is the intent? Is he going down there because he is the one they think could negotiate it better than the best salesman we have in the world, Keith Rowley? I don't know. Will there be a bashing of the heads with the energy minister who just went to Suriname?
I think you hit all the nails on the head. You don't even know how serious it is, meaning like what you're saying is truth. But as I always tell them, you will understand the truth sooner or later. It's not that the truth will come out, because the truth is out. Yeah. Because you're correct, Robert. And who knows if he might be going down there now playing like he's doing government business. What business he doing first? And probably really just making the inroads and, creating the relationships. They know they're on the way out, Robert. They know they're on the way out. I believe that. How much we could really take?
Well, I also see that in the Newsday of Tobago, the headlines by Darren Bahau, I hope I pronounced his name right, the DPP is to decide on the future of the Piaco corruption case. Now, I didn't read the judgment, but of course the ultimate court, which is the Privy Council.
But they didn't throw it out?
Yeah, they threw it out. So, at this stage of the game, that is the Trinidad side. How does that impact the U.S. side? I don't know, but we wait to see. And as
if it's thrown out, I'm confused. If it's thrown out, what is the DPP talking about?
No, well, remember, all these cases, once the case go to court, is the DPP has to get the instruction. It can't go without him.
Right, so, and they basically win the case. Not so it was thrown out. So are you gonna make an appeal like the last time?
Well, we don't know in the
we have
British.
A big appeal in DPP, a big peanut head appeal in DPP. That's all he doing, appealing.
Well, in the British system, it can't go anywhere else. Meaning that's the fait accompli now. So for all intent and purposes, everything that happened between the group of guys who were involved in that airport contract It has now been fully ventilated. They took the government to court. The government decided, look, we're going to fight this. The government has lost. On Monday, the Privy Council held that the complaints made by the accused of apparent bias against them by the then Chief Magistrate Sherman McNichols, I know he's dead and gone, but he was the same one that was involved and they had some issue with money with Dupree, was sufficient to strike down their committal to stand trial before a judge and jury. Attorney General Amar has not responded to the request for comment, even though the AG is listed as the defendant in the civil matter before the Privy Council. Now that is playing with words because it would have been Faris Alwari being the AG at the time, not this man. But he will have to carry the brunt of the responsibility. Communication Minister Dean Obriga was approached for comment but referred the matter to the AG. In an interview on Monday, hours after the ruling, Gaspard referred to the public interest consideration he would have to take into account before making a decision on the future of the matter. You know, this does worry me because that's the same kind of, what do you call it, moral that we was playing, or hopscotch, when Keith Rowley brought the emails to the parliament. The deputy DPP sat on that as if though it was something that she enjoyed sitting on. You know, sometimes you can sit on something and you don't want to get off it. Unfortunately, that whole matter, as you know, took years upon years upon years, and still innuendo, clouds of, what should I call it, uncertainty, when in truth and in fact IP addresses is very easy to follow. And if the emails went from a computer, they would have been able to use the IP address because every computer have only one IP. It's like a fingerprint. So I am very concerned as to why we heading down in that direction. But so be that as it may, of more importance is some comments that was made by former Member of Parliament John Humphrey. He said, quote, "I have believed all my political life that our little country can be an example for all of humanity to find the right way to enjoy the great bounty and magnificence of the Almighty Creator." He says the country needs drastic change in politics and economics instead of being disappointed by his failures. He went on to say that NMR had promised to adopt the Susuland policy to enable all families to own land, and that during his period 4,000 families had benefited. He says if it's not too late, we could do it today. All we will have to do is persuade the US to lift the sanctions against Venezuela in order for us to work out a deal with Venezuela, which would make lucrative sense. And I think everybody agrees with that. He says that there was also a promise made that a national physical development plan to accomplish the distribution of land. He said the plan was completed, but was not passed, although it went to the parliament 3 times. And that reminds you again of what I was saying about Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj and referendum, constitutional reform, local government reform, the THA Act. You know, these are just what you call convenient setbacks that the next set of people that come in, because of the way the parliament is structured, and cannot change unless somebody wins in excess of 33, 34, 35 seats, we'll be in the same old khaki pants. The former minister proposed that Trinidad and Tobago change its economic system to show the world that an equitable system could be accomplished. And he's right, because we have so much, but like he pointed out, in the world today, a minority of people hold the majority of the wealth, while the majority of the people don't hold anything at all. He says, like the US, who has a liberal capitalist economy, looking at a 2019 survey, 10% of the population enjoyed 76% of the country's wealth, while 50% shared 1% of the wealth of the US. And many were in debt, and the disparity kept widening. And that is exactly what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. And this was lamented by John Humphrey. After more than 3 decades, he said he has seen no progress at all made in Trinidad and Tobago. Imagine this man after 30 years. And he's right, Ruby, because the road's still bad, the water's still bad, the electricity may be the only thing that we could boast about. The whole issue of the health system, terrible. The issue of mental health, no consideration at all. The issue of schools, treated as if there is an orphan. The issue of drainage and infrastructure and bridges. After almost 60 years as an independent country, we are no better off. At this stage, I just want to let you know, the audience, that in the month of August, we're going to be focusing our attention on quite a number of people. We are dedicating August as review of our independence. Let us see what has happened in this country after 60 years. And we'll be having quite a number of people coming forward. If you think you have something you want to contribute, either call me or Ruby, and we'll get you on the list.
I love that idea, Robert.
Yeah, we'll get you on the list. Because if you're a teacher, if you're a prison officer, if you was a former police officer, if you were somebody working at Maracas Bay as a lifeguard, this is not about the hoity-toities of the country, because the hoity-toities of the country really don't care one hell about the country. The hoity-toities of the country care about themselves. So I want you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to make a conscious effort to get in touch with either Ruby or me, 399-6779, that's Ruby, or 738-3943. And we want to speak to Amar Trinbagonian. We want to speak, as nobody does say, to the citizen of the Republic. We really have no interest in speaking to those people who have sat in office for all these years and played with themselves under the table. I don't know what fun they had doing that. I don't know.
Listen.
I don't know.
Lord. Here now,
it will be very...
To tell you, Robert, I want to tell you thank you, right? For, you see that, and it's so simple, how you came up with let us try to instill in the minds of the people, I am a Trinbagonian, and it's not about if you're a Tobagonian or a Trinidadian. I am a Trinbagonian, because creating that unity, and you know how much Tobagonians and really appreciate and love that's just that. Like, you would want people to call on your program, to open, to get in. I am a Trinbagonian. I want to tell you. And it's so simple, and it was just right there.
The one thing I want to say to you,
yeah,
I hear you, but the one thing I want to say to you is that change is constant, okay? And what we have to respect is that change is also very difficult to come to terms with people. So why I don't give the people pressure if they say, I'm the Republic, I'm a Trinidadian, I'm a Tobagonian. Eventually, Ruby, over time, we are good people. So once everything registers, people automatically... It took a lot of years when Sharon came to the table and said, we don't want no big up and no shout out on the station.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight.
No, and even a couple of years ago, people were still getting accustomed to it.
Correct. So today, we could be proud to say that we, in this history of Trinidad and Tobago, did something to move the country from where it was. At least on this station.
To share love.
And quite a number of other stations now. When you listen to them, their hosts.
Yeah, they do it. I'm telling you.
Indirectly, they're doing it. And it's because it's a good thing.
Go ahead.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It is a great thing. Hear what you must not do, though. You did it this morning. You must not, when just like what you say, you wouldn't come down on somebody too much if they want to see something different. When you tell one person no, you have to say that, and then the other person, when Sandy Grandy called and he said it, you allow him. So we must, if you understand, if we We flexi. If we're not flexing, we're not flexing.
Well, let me put it this
Because
way.
you know me, I am a bad dog behind
Yeah,
you.
no, well, we
So
flex.
When you start to think, when you start to growl, I looking to bite.
Let us agree that we'll be flexi because it is a transition. We are asking people to come from just picking up the phone and calling to now picking up the phone and calling and saying, I'm a Trinbagonian. If they at this time want to say they are Trini, if they at this time they want to say I'm the Republic, if they at this time say I'm a Tobagonian, I want to accept that. Because this
But
is
we're
a
not African and Indian. Because
No. And again, that's what we're moving away from. Because you see,
correct.
from the time we start talking about I'm a African, I'm a Indian, or I'm a coolie, or I'm a nigger, that's where we have a problem. And that is what the politicians have done. And that is what John Humphrey in the article also said. He talked about the situation of the divisiveness, where they try to want to divide us so that they could conquer. Let me see if I find it.
I appreciate that. I understand.
So he was.
I hope the people understand that. I hope they have the full clearance now, the full clarity. So, we move forward in a positive way.
So, in a sense, what he said was, he quoted from the Constitution. He said, Trinidad and Tobago affirm that the equal and inalienable right with which all members of the human family are endowed by their Creator, and that it would operate so the wealth could be subserve the common good, that there should be adequate means of livelihood for all. He said he tried to fulfill those promises when he was in office but failed. Humphrey gave several examples from the 1986 NAR manifesto which he helped to write. He said the promise had applied to the oil refinery, and had it been fulfilled, we would not be in the difficulty we are in today. If it's not too late, we could do it today. And if we are sensible, we'll negotiate with Venezuela to form a partnership for exploiting their oil and gas in our mutual interests. All we have to do is persuade the U.S. to lift its sanctions. Now, I want people to understand that the Trinidad and Tobago that we all grew up in, those of us who are over 50, over 60, and older, if we was able to roll the clock back and go back to those days, while they might have had levels of disquiet, the more or less that disquiet was a minority. When politicians got in and they realized, if I could divide like the British did in the colonial days, I could then conquer, because I could have one set of people that I am appealing to, and I could get the next set to not like those people. But I'll be in charge. They went for that. And you, the citizens of the country, allowed yourselves to go down that slippery, slidey road, like stink and dirty. And today, what you have to show for it? You may not even have a picture of you climbing up on that nasty, stinking mound of dirt. And some of the young people in this country who have gotten overwhelmed with money, I'm calling on the Minister of Finance. Please send, just like you sent to audit me, just like you sent me a letter the other day telling me I owe you, send a letter to them too now. Balance the scale now. Don't only come after who you want to try to destroy. Legitimately, they're supposed to pay 12.5% VAT, and they're supposed to pay 25% tax. Especially when they make money. And they made money. Because it's at least 20,000 people inside of there. And when I see the number of sponsors they had, we're talking about 25 sponsors in Uruguay. Those are people that are not coming to this table to sponsor.
Aside from the ticket money.
Aside from the ticket money. Correct. Correct. All of them think they bill up inside of the place. Somebody else pay for that. So when they walk away with that money plus all the bar sales. And bar sales, consider bar sales to be 1-to-1. If the door do 8 million, the bar would have done 8 million. There's no two ways about it. So I'm appealing to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Look, it's time for us to understand. Trinidad and Tobago is not owned by any individual or any political party.
Yep. So
This is we country.
Yep.
What David's brother say? Trinity to the bone? I am saying, take that and make it mean something. Let it mean something.
Yeah.
We have some bills to pay. When we come back, Ruby, you decide what you want to go to.
You have some messages to read.
Right, so we will come back with reading those messages. Second day, people, we'll be RB. That means right back.
TNT, the ladies have spoken.
I am red, I done red.
The men have obliged. For one night only, Kabukis Red. Kabukis Red.
I'm in a big mood, cause I can feel you.
July 9th, Garden Sanctuary. Red, the color. Red, the vibe. Red, the return. Ladies, red wine on entry. Enter before 12 and be a winner at the Golden Buzzer. July 9th, 9 p.m. Let's party like there's no tomorrow. Tickets $200. For more information, call 786-1455, 712-9657 or 350-2842. Kabuki's Red.
She tell me she had an accident. Said she stick on the highway. What may come solve she problems? So she looking to find me.
Kabuki's Red. Class is permanent.
There's a new drink that's transforming what you expect from a beverage. U-Juice is 100% natural and has the power of red ginseng, turmeric, ginger, and the world's strongest antioxidant, astaxanthin. Your new favorite drink has arrived. U-Juice, en route to the ultimate you.
U-Juice. And when me drink, we get a natural boost.
Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs. Get your eShop, PSN, Roblox, and Steam cards. Also get the latest PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Switch games. We have everyday specials, 2 for $500 on games for everyone. Shop online at sheltechelectronics.com and get even more discounts. Visit us at 11 to 13 Frederick Street, Capital Plaza, Port of Spain. Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs.
Shiny and Ari, restaurant number 67, Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. For breakfast daily, Monday to Sunday, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the menu, sada roti, fry bake, roast bake, pie, coffee, tea, Milo, vegetable pizza, pancakes with assorted vegetables. Lunch specials daily from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chicken pilau, $25. Assorted lunch from $25 to $40. Soup specials and crab and dumpling. Delivery of food available. Dinner a la carte on the pavement from 6 p.m. until burgers, chicken sandwich, hot dogs, fries and chicken nuggets, shrimp burger, gyros, and anything else you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your orders 7 days a week.
Hey, Lady G, let us.
What goes in is a local something that makes it all taste better. It's the flavor of our culture. Come from here, come from there, and everywhere. It's the special flavor that's made us savor at the Royal Castle. Oh, come the Royal Castle. Royal Castle. Flavor to the bone. Royal Castle. Taste the very own. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Taste the unique flavor of our culture at Royal Castle.
Southside. It's your turn as we take you down memory lane. The biggest track in times event to hit Southside on Saturday, 16th July.
Jump on a spread out,
At Black Sails Restaurant and Bar, Ducks Ranch, 51 SS Erin Road, Philippines, San Fernando. From 9 p.m. featuring the Hitman Howie T, King Kabuki, and yours truly Ishmael, the Demolition Man.
Tune it.
Admission $100. Lots of prizes and giveaways to be won. For more information, call or WhatsApp Sammy at 342-9518 or Black Sails 682-6801. Memory Lane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on fire.
Saturday, 16th July at Black Sails Restaurant and Bar, Ducks Ranch, 51 SS Erin Road, Philippines, San Fernando. More FM. 18 years of great music. 18 years of great announcers. 18 years of great DJs. On Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, More FM celebrates 18. On Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, More FM celebrates 18 years. East, West, North, South, and the Sister Eye. Tobago, come celebrate with the More FM 18th anniversary at Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. It's a black and white anniversary. Ladies in black, men in white at the Center of Excellence on July 23rd, 2022. Advance tickets, the price at $150 and doors open at 10 p.m. sharp.
Is all that you can.
More FM celebrates 18. For more info, call 303-5920-789-2881 or 466-0001. More FM celebrate 18.
Let's have a good time.
Sense and Sensibility.
Right, we are back, people. We are back. We are BACK. So that means to say, Ruby, talk to me.
Hi, how you doing?
Right, so where you want to go?
I want to read some messages. When somebody asks you how you going, you have to respond. What's happening to you?
What happened to me? I'm going to meet Kit. You hear the thunder? As I just said that, you hear the thunder roll?
Listen, a shower, rain just.
I just called the man name, boy. And you hear what happened? The thunder roll. That man was. Hey, Keith, look, sorry, yes, Keith. Sorry. I didn't mean to call your name this morning. Don't put none of your old men on the people at Trinidad, please. You're outside there, enjoy yourself outside there. Don't get nothing to these people here, please. I begging you.
So St. Cloud, Florida, good morning to you. Are you back home? He says, good morning, Ruby and Robert. Don't mind saying I'm a Trinbagonian, but some Tobagonians don't want the Calcutta ship to anchor here. There. Anchor there. Good morning to you, Sheila. Sheila sends her love, Robert. Also Nadira, she sends her love as well. Jerry, good morning. Jerry sent me something saying, you can't get US. It's something that is going around on the Facebook and all of that. I think you saw it. At the local banks to carry out your business transaction, but Keith Rowley has access to it in such a volume that he's now in the US custody, being quizzed for several transactions.
Oh gosh,
over
Ruby.
the past 5 years.
Tell these people.
I've seen.
Tell these people stop posting them stupid talk, man.
I saw plenty of that.
Yeah, but that's stupid talk, Ruby. Listen to me. Every person who is in government that leaves the domicile that they live,
right?
They leave with a passport that is called a diplomatic passport.
Correct.
If you pull up what is the benefits of a diplomatic passport, you could go into the United States of America with your baggage, with 1,000 pounds of cocaine, and they can't touch it.
Oh,
Those are the rules.
Yeah.
You understand? You can't touch it. The process is so onerous.
I don't think if it's they could not touch it if it's cocaine. I don't think
they can't touch it. They can't touch it. I'm telling you, they can't touch it. They can't touch it. They have to have credible. And imagine if it's like nuclear. Yeah, it's like nuclear war. That just don't happen just so. Putin can't just come and flick a switch and say blow up this place. It don't work that way.
I think people, that is another distraction. You all need to stay on point, stay on focus.
Correct. Stop talking this stupidness. Listen.
On the 30th of July.
And here's the important thing, Ruby, for them to know. This can't be happening in a place like the United States of America and it's quiet. Cannot.
It will be all
when Trudeau ended up making his statement and putting on the blackface and trying to participate in something, and he was brought up, people found what he did. Trudeau, with this racist kind of situation, and in that case I say racist. My point to you is that This is where you
You know
call.
what we could say? You know what we could say? I was thinking about it the other day. Ethnic bias.
Yes, okay. But the point I'm making, the point I'm making is that any official that leaves Trinidad and Tobago at that caliber, they don't travel with the blue passport. They travel with a red one or a green. When you reach into that country with that red passport, you don't have to stand up nowhere. They have people that come and usher you through. They don't even check your bag. That's just the way it is. The same thing happens in Trinidad. That's why the other day when the pouch ended up in a problem, the diplomatic pouch, you had a problem.
Yeah.
No.
Let me finish the messages now.
Go ahead.
Joy says, just name the storm Paula May Weeks, and we won't see it, we won't hear it, or feel it. I mean, I might have to agree.
No, well, I share the sentiment. I mean, it's a good analogy. It's a good parallel. I wrote.
Ramesh, good morning to you.
I wrote the Paula about the national anthem. So we started off with the issue of pushback. We got to the place. The unions have now come on board. We went a step further. They now have no confidence in the political party that run the country or in the leader. I don't know how they couched it because I didn't see the letter.
They said the government.
The government, right? We ended up in a situation with the issues of the children and the job. And we are slowly but surely going from one phase to the next.
Right.
We're now in a position where this phase that we are going through is the phase where the Prime Minister is out and nobody knows where he is or what's happening. Now, the question people should be asking is he with his wife?
Which one?
I don't know which one. Marital wife, sorry. The one that have the paperwork. You see, because that's one of the questions we have to find out. Does a Prime Minister travel and stay on such an extended time without his family? Now, if he's undergoing some difficulty, the first person you want around you is your children and your wife.
Of course, your family.
Okay, so I am asking, and again, somebody in America, please help us. Tell us where Keith is. Only have the address in California where only send the picture, all that show off. I can send back all the picture for they want. But we have a picture of him standing up in front of a house, which is purported to be his home in California. I don't know. If it isn't, well, the Prime Minister tell us that it's not his home. But no media representative will have the balls when he comes back to ask him that. None. And while he's out of the country, Ruby, I did get invitations to go to the post cab. I get it more regularly when he's not in the country. But when he's in the country, I was get trouble to get an invite. I hope this Thursday they're having it because I'd really like to go and ask the question. I mean, I don't know what could be. This is not Biden.
And I think you're correct, you know, like he's total kind of.
Yeah.
At the front. Tony Nguakara, good morning to you. Because somebody said about the address now, how the address was with Alwari, how they were so calm and you know?
Yeah.
But if the Prime Minister was there, it would have been the attitude would have been so crazy, you know what I mean? And this man, he really Lucifer-ish, eh? Gina, good morning to you, Diego Martin. Gina says her grandchildren are off to school. What you say, Robert?
Just so you know, line 2 is ringing.
No problem, go ahead. Take the call. Thank you.
Well, you take too long to answer.
Okay.
It's your fault.
No problem. Denise, good morning to you.
Right, you're coming again. Good morning, access phrase.
I'm locked on really, you know. This Krishna here.
Well, Krishna, we'll help you. Amar Begonian.
Amar Begonian.
Right, go ahead, Krishna. You're free to say what you want to say.
I want to be short. I know heard you saying that I want to know if the country don't know where the prime minister is. If he's going on vacation, if he's going on government business. Nobody is saying nothing, Mr. Amar.
No, that's true. That is not good.
One minute I hear he going for check-up. Next minute I hear, what really going on in this little country? Jemm, good morning. What really going on? Tell me.
Christian.
And next thing I want to be short was that I was here saying we were talking about John Humphrey. It's correct. Because you know why? The kind of money I see passing through this country at the end of the day, Mr. Amar, we could do better. Drainage, roadage, employment, health, sanitation work, agriculture. We're falling back, but really very backward in these things that come into our country. So the man is correct. I 100% agree with John Humphrey. Locked on.
Thank you. And don't forget, people.
Thank you, Chris.
I just saw somebody sending who they're voting for on their WhatsApp. You got to send it to 7892881. That's the final.
That is what the program of the year.
Program of the year, DJ of the year.
Sense and Sensibility.
Yeah.
I think
Program of the year, DJ of the year. So just listen. This is your democratic position. Decide who you want, who you believe should be given those accolades. Who will carry that responsibility for the next year. Tomorrow
Don't vote like always, vote for elections.
Nah, don't vote like that in truth. Don't vote in that.
Makes sense,
Make sense out of sense and sensibility. We're not telling you to vote for us, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you give me a little thing, we're not vexed at all. There's nothing in it for you. We have no jersey.
I telling you to vote for us. What madness?
Yeah, man. You didn't hear me? We are no jersey. We are no we are no food. We are nothing. We just have to be genuine. Make sure what you do is in the best interest.
We have what we do every day for the past year and more with this our team, Robert and I, and Sense and Sensibility, educating you, doing your homework, doing your research, coming out there. You know what I mean? That's what we have, and we have love. Most important.
And I agree with that. Okay. So that is the call. We'll be taking our next call, Ruby. Hi, good morning. Access phrase. Hey, welcome, first time caller. You're sounding like another first time caller, but I mean, go ahead.
I could hardly hear her though, she real low. Where are you calling from?
California.
Okay, California, no problem. Go ahead.
Robert, when I tell you this country, Rowley doing what he wants. Rowley, I don't know what I don't want to say down here. Rowley going to investigate some money laundering. That is what he's doing up there. But we be suffering down here. We children suffering. Nobody pension we get in. We have to go back and do everything over in that office, Mr. Amar. This is not easy, Mr. Robert. We have to go back and get board paper. Everything we don't do, we get pension a year and a half now. And now I have to go back and do everything all over, Mr. Robert. This is easy.
No, that is ridiculous. That can't be right. Yes, that can be right. That can be right. Okay, well, you're getting through?
Yeah, but I had to go back and line up.
Yeah, well, look, let's get it done. Get it done. Make sure the next time you keep a copy of everything that you have.
Yeah, I have a copy of everything, Mr. We have to go back and get and give them as normal again. This is madness, Mr. Robert.
Well, okay, the person on the next side that's receiving it, are you making sure that they sign for it when they give it to them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the important thing. Keep the copy of whatever they sign. If you have a problem again, call me, and we'll try to deal with it.
Okay, then. Thank you very, very much, and God bless you for the good work you're doing, and Ruby.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my darling.
So, Florida.
I am a Trin Begonian.
I'm a Trin Begonian.
I just said, Robert. Yeah. I just said.
Somebody said they'll vote for the station of the nation. We're taking a call, Ruby. Hi, good morning.
Hey.
Access. Oh, you're back again?
Yeah. This is my last time. I need to share something with people, right?
Go ahead.
There is a difference between a leader and a ruler.
Okay.
For instance, you could have
a ruler ruling in a democratic system,
Right.
which automatically leads to madness. Now, you have to understand something. A leader thinks about himself last. He puts his country, his family, his people first, and himself last.
Right.
That's why I always hear they talk about the buck stop with me, because I am the last person. But a ruler is intoxicated with madness, drunk with madness, and intoxicated with power, like what we have ruling now. It means that they will do anything just to remain in power. They will kill, they will slaughter, they will do anything to remain there. And you could have a leader running in a communist system, and the system could be working fine. As well as they could have a ruler working in a democratic system,
And they're working
it's
at all.
total hell on earth. On earth. So you see this whole BS thing where they want to talk about, oh, democracy is good and communism is bad. That's BS. The
I hear you.
difference between a leader and a ruler, and if you look good in the Bible, God never appoint rulers, you know. He appoint leaders.
Right.
And over a period of years, from my observation, being on this little rock I living on here, PNM has never produced leader. They always produce a ruler. Now, poor fella Chambers was probably the exception. He just happened to find himself in a compromising situation. He didn't have a choice.
Right.
But PNM always produce rulers. They never